Today we're going to be making the most viral keto chip recipe known to man, the cottage cheese chip. Sarah and I first started trying this recipe back in 2022. What a time. And it's years later now, and that hasn't stopped a lot of you from commenting on our video, thousands of comments, saying what you are doing to improve these cottage cheese chips. We have been on a journey with this recipe. We got the recipe initially from perspectiveportions.com, and we've just kind of taken off with it. Sarah and I make it all the time, and we prefer to do a little bit of variation to that original recipe, which is basically just putting cottage cheese on parchment paper in the microwave. We've then moved on into blending the cottage cheese before we put it on parchment paper. And then Sarah decided to start adding just a touch of mashed potato flake into that mixture. And let me tell you, those were the best ones we ever made. We actually found that adding a touch of mashed potatoes actually turned these into a potato chip. So you guys leave so many comments for us, and we picked a couple of the variations that we are going to try today, 3 different variations. So we've been making these chips since 2022, but we've been drinking Element since 2020, and they are the sponsor of this video. We drink Element every single day because we absolutely love the flavors. They are amazing. And we also love the way that Element makes us feel, because Element has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. So if you're new to keto, maybe you're just starting, when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can make you feel tired, have nausea, or muscle cramps, and we call that the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Sarah and I really like all the flavors of Element, but our absolute favorites are the citrus salt and the grapefruit salt. You need to try them. Even our mother is addicted. Right now, Element is offering our Keto Twins community a free sample pack so you can try 8 of their flavors with any purchase. So you can try the grapefruit salt and get a free sample pack. In order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. So in the past, we would just blend our cottage cheese in this container and start working from there. This time we've decided to take one of your suggestions to drain the cottage cheese to get a lot of that liquid out of there. So today we're actually going to be pre-draining this cottage cheese, which sounds kind of weird, but we just put it into this metal sieve thing, yeah. Sieve. And we've been letting it sit out for about 30 minutes or so. It probably would be even better if you covered it overnight in the refrigerator, but let's look to see how much liquid we've gotten out of here. So that's quite a bit, right? So we're gonna put this back into the container for easy blending and storage. Someone said that I remind them of Joan Cusack. Does anyone remember the movie Toys?
That was a weird movie.
Yeah, came out when I was very young, so I always thought it was kind of creepy. Anyway, okay. So with blending this thing, it doesn't have to be super blended. I mean, if there's a stray curd in there, it's not gonna ruin anything. We just want like the majority of it to be pretty smooth. Because if you choose not to, which you can do, the chips will have holes in them because the curds will be there, and then where there weren't curds, it will kind of just turn into holes. So for the first variation, we're gonna be trying the drained cottage cheese. We have half of a cup here. And these mashed potatoes, these are instant. For 1/4 of a cup of this, it's about 14 grams of net carbs. We're gonna be using about 3/4 of a teaspoon. So a little bit less than this full teaspoon. And we're just gonna mix this into our blended, drained cottage cheese. So that's how it's gonna look. When we first started making these cottage cheese chips, we were using parchment paper, and we found that it was kind of hard to get the cottage cheese chips off of the parchment paper without it breaking. So we switched over to a silicone mat to put in our microwave, but it wouldn't fit in our microwave because it was a rectangle. So we cut it, and we thought that was great until we posted the video, and a lot of you guys said that there's probably fiberglass in that silicone mat that you've just cut. And so don't do that. And so then we went out and we bought a round silicone mat that fits really nicely on the plate in our microwave, which we can link in the description below. But it's a learning experience for us. It's a journey. And some of you guys have been here to see it all, unfortunately. So I'm gonna start using just like a small teaspoon amount on the mat while avoiding the center. Some of you guys call this the wreath method. because the heat is most concentrated in the center of the microwave and we don't want that.
Kind of want to have a chip-like shape to it.
Just get out any big humps. Lumps. Humps?
Lovely lady lumps.
Here we go. I feel like we're back in 2022. We're gonna try for 3 minutes because I feel like it's not gonna take 4 minutes because there's less moisture in these chips because we drained it. So we'll do 3 minutes and we'll check on them and we'll see if they have to go any longer. So we know that some of you guys don't like to have a microwave, don't like to use a microwave. We have made these in the oven before. We can leave that video linked in the description below the video. But because we have so many to do and we're lazy, we're making them in the microwave. They turn out pretty much the same. Okay. Oh, they're holy. Why are they holy? So we're gonna let these cool and then we'll start peeling them off. All right, we're peeling them off and into our little chip holder that we've made. So we're gonna be trying all these variations at the end of the video. Next up, we're gonna try another suggestion from one of you, and maybe you don't want to use mashed potato flakes in your chips. So someone else suggested that they use dried egg whites in their cottage cheese mixture, and it gives a really nice, crispy, thicker thingy. Always looking for a reason to use the ingredients that we have on hand. Dried egg whites. Mixy, mixy. They also said in their comment that they cooked their chips for 6 minutes, so their microwave must be a different temperature than ours, because that would be incinerated. So same deal, we're gonna do about a teaspoon onto here and we're gonna spread it out a little bit. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a teaspoon, really. I'm gonna spread some of them out. I'm gonna go for 4 minutes.
Okay. It's been what, 4 minutes?
It's been 4 minutes. Alrighty, we go to the cool surface to cool them down.
Similar. I'm surprised yeah. They look very similar, honestly. Look at it.
So the last variation is going to be another suggestion from one of you. So you put onion recipe soup and dip mix into your cottage cheese mixture, along with some sour cream to create sour cream and onion chips.
Yeah.
I like that. We're gonna be adding less than a teaspoon of this mixture.
Be careful with your tooth.
My fake tooth. Only our most die-hard viewers would know about my fake tooth. So a little bit less than a teaspoon.
Okay.
3/4 of a teaspoon. It's not like that scientific, honestly. So they didn't say how much sour cream they were putting in their recipe, so we're just gonna put a tablespoon and go with it. That's what we do here. Ooh, that smells good. Same technique. Alrighty. 4 minutes. Ooh, these are a different color. Probably because of the onion in there. Okay, so we're going to peel these off and we're going to bring all of them downstairs and try them. So here we are. Here are all of our selections for today. We have our original, the flake, mashed potato flake, egg white powder, and French onion dip chip. Let's just call it that. Let's try original flake first. Classic. Oh, the big one. Very good. Classic taste. We've been making these forever. Do you think it's necessary to drain it? Maybe not. I don't know if I can tell the difference, really. Can you?
The cook time is definitely less.
Yeah.
So, but maybe you don't need to drain it.
I mean, draining it is just an extra step that maybe you don't have to take.
Yeah.
You know, there's not that much of a difference here for me.
A lot of people ask, do these taste like cottage cheese? Would you say that they do? I feel like they're tangy, kind of like cottage cheese. I just don't think if you didn't know what they were, would you know that they're cottage cheese? No.
If you are looking for any type of flavor, you're going to find it, okay?
Next up, we have
Egg white chip.
protein powder.
Oh.
Very crispy.
Even crispier than the mashed potato.
It's like crumbling, but I like these. I will say that I really don't miss the mashed potato flake.
Really?
Do you?
No.
I think these are really, really good. I'm surprised that they taste so good.
Right.
Especially with like egg white powder. I was kind of scared they would taste like eggs or something. I don't taste the egg. Do you?
No.
I do think that these would benefit from doing a layered method.
Because they're kind of holy.
They are kind of thin. And since they hardly have any carbs in them, you could layer them and not feel guilty about it. So, but yeah. This is great.
So this is the onion powder version. And as you can see, it's like...
A little floppy.
They're a little floppy.
Oh, the flavor there, yummy.
The flavor is good. It reminds me of sour cream and onion chip.
The flavor of this with the crispiness of the egg white one would be really good. Maybe you could just do that. Maybe egg white protein. Maybe we'll try that next time.
But Sarah actually added the dried egg whites to the remainder of what we had, and they turned out really crispy. So it turned them crispy. The dried egg whites. No one's supposed to see me like this.
So we do read all of your comments. We love your suggestions. We love trying them here on our channel. We have a lot of people experimenting on these chips in our Facebook group if you guys want to join it.
Keto with the Keto Twins.
Keto with the Keto Twins. We started a newsletter that we're sending out on Fridays, and it's a fun newsletter where we just talk about keto stuff, recap our videos, share inspiration, and just to make sure that you have a bright Friday. Sign up in the link below, please.
In the description.
Yes. So YouTube seems to think you're going to like this video, so why don't you click on it and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.
There's something on my face.
Not more than usual.